Is learning 3D animation still worth it in 2026? Because if you spend time online, you'll hear two completely opposite opinions. Some people say the 3D industry is exploding with opportunities. Others say AI is about to replace artists completely. So which one is actually true? Is becoming a 3D animator still a smart career move? Or are beginners walking into a shrinking industry? Today we're going to talk about the real truth most tutorials never explain. And by the end of this video, you'll understand something very important about the future of 3D animation. Something that might completely change how you approach learning it. Let's start with the confusion. A few years ago, learning 3D animation felt very straightforward. You learn modeling, you learn animation, you build a portfolio, then you apply for jobs. Simple. But today the landscape feels very different. AI tools are evolving fast. New software features appear every year. And suddenly beginners are asking, will this career even exist by the time I become good at it? And that question is actually valid. Because the industry is changing, but not in the way most people think. If you look online, you'll notice something strange. You'll hear two completely opposite messages about the 3D industry. On one side, you'll see people saying the industry is growing faster than ever. Games, films, advertising, virtual reality, and even social media are using more 3D content every year. More companies are creating digital products, game worlds, and animated visuals. So from that perspective, the demand for 3D artists is actually increasing. But on the other side, you also see a lot of people warning that the industry is becoming harder. They talk about AI tools, automation, and how software is becoming more powerful. And beginners start wondering, if software is getting smarter, will artists still be needed? This creates a lot of uncertainty because beginners don't know which message to believe. Are there more opportunities or more competition? And the confusion gets even bigger when you look at social media. You might see amazing artists creating incredible work in tools like Blender. Their renders look almost like movie scenes. At the same time, you see people saying the industry is saturated and impossible to enter. So beginners are stuck between two ideas. One idea says, the 3D industry is full of opportunity. The other idea says, the industry is becoming too competitive. Both things can feel true at the same time, which is why many beginners don't know what to believe. But here's the important thing most people don't explain. The industry isn't simply growing or shrinking. It's evolving. And that means the opportunities are still there, but the skills that matter are changing. The artists who understand that shift early are the ones who usually succeed. And that's exactly what we're going to talk about next. One of the biggest reasons people doubt 3D careers right now is AI. You see tools generating images. You see AI assisting animation workflows. And it's easy to assume the worst. But here's the reality. Most AI tools today don't replace artists. They assist them. For example, artists still build scenes and control the creative direction using tools like Blender. AI may speed up certain tasks, but the creative decisions still come from humans. Things like storytelling, character performance, visual direction, emotional impact, those are still human-driven. And that's unlikely to change anytime soon. Over the past few years, artificial intelligence tools have become incredibly powerful. You've probably seen AI generate images, edit videos, or even assist with animation tasks. And when beginners see this happening, a natural question comes up. Will AI replace 3D artists? It's a fair question, because if software can generate visuals automatically, it might seem like artists will become unnecessary. But here's the reality that most people don't explain. AI is not really replacing artists. It's changing how artists work. Think about it this way. In the past, many parts of the 3D workflow were slow and technical. Artists had to spend a lot of time doing repetitive tasks like setting up rigs, adjusting assets, or preparing scenes. Today, some AI-assisted tools are starting to help speed up those processes. For example, artists still build and control their scenes inside tools like Blender. But certain steps in the pipeline can now be assisted by smarter automation. Instead of replacing artists, these tools are reducing the mechanical work so artists can focus more on creativity. And here's the key point. AI is very good at generating content based on patterns, but it struggles with things that require creative judgment. Things like storytelling, emotional character performance, visual direction, artistic taste. These decisions still come from human artists. Another important thing to understand is that many industries rely on controlled production pipelines. For example, animation for games often has to work inside real-time environments like Unreal Engine 5. That requires careful design, testing, and optimization. Those processes still require skilled artists and technical understanding. So the future of 3D animation isn't about humans versus AI. It's more like artists working with smarter tools. And throughout history, creative industries have always evolved when tools improve. Photography didn't replace painters. Digital art didn't replace traditional artists. Instead, new tools simply change how creativity is expressed. The same thing is happening now with AI and 3D. The artists who learn to adapt to these tools will likely become more efficient and more valuable, not less. And that leads to an even more important question. If AI isn't the real threat to beginners, then what actually is? Let's talk about that next. But here's something most beginners don't realize. The biggest challenge in becoming a 3D animator today is not competition. It's learning the wrong things. Let's talk about that. Many beginners think success in 3D animation is just about mastering the software. But studios and clients rarely hire people just because they know tools. They hire people who can create experiences and solve visual problems. For example, in games, animation must feel responsive and believable. Those animations are often integrated into engines like Unreal Engine 5. That means animators must understand how animation works inside interactive environments, not just inside the animation software. So the artists who succeed are the ones who combine technical skill, creative thinking, and problem solving. The real problem is not AI. The real problem is that many beginners think learning 3D animation is just about learning software buttons. But the industry doesn't really reward that. What studios and clients actually value is the ability to create useful visuals that solve a problem. Many beginners think the path looks like this. Learn software, get job. For example, learn tools inside Blender. Learn how to animate objects. Follow tutorials. But in the real industry, companies ask a different question. They ask, can this person help us create something valuable? That could mean a believable character animation, a game animation that feels responsive, a product animation that helps sell something. So the real skill is not just using the tool. It's using the tool to achieve a goal. Imagine a game studio. They're not hiring someone just because they know animation tools. They need someone who can create animations that work inside the game engine. For example, a character walking, a character attacking, a character reacting to damage. These animations must work properly inside systems like Unreal Engine 5. So the animator must understand movement, timing, gameplay interaction, technical limitations. That's much more than just clicking buttons in software. A lot of beginners spend years doing only this. Tutorial, tutorial, tutorial. They become very good at following instructions. But when they try to create something original, they get stuck. Why? Because tutorials teach steps, not thinking. Professional artists learn how to ask questions like, what is the purpose of this animation? What emotion should this character show? How will this animation be used in the final product? Those questions are what makes someone valuable. The biggest mistake beginners make is thinking that learning software is the same as learning the industry. But studios don't hire people just because they know the tools. They hire people who can use those tools to solve real visual problems. Now here's the interesting part. While many beginners worry about AI, the demand for visual content is actually increasing. Look around. Films need VFX. Games need characters and animations. Brands need 3D visuals for marketing. Even product companies now use 3D renders instead of traditional photography, which means the world needs more visual creators than ever before. The difference is that the industry now rewards artists who think beyond just software skills. But there's one final truth about the 3D animation career path that beginners rarely hear, and it's probably the most important one. The real question isn't, is 3D animation worth it? The real question is, what kind of 3D artist do you want to become? Because there are two very different paths. The first path is simply learning tools and copying tutorials. That path is crowded and competitive. The second path is understanding storytelling, visual communication, and creative problem solving. That path is where real opportunities exist, and the artists who focus on that path tend to build long-term careers. So is 3D animation still worth it in 2026? Yes, but not for the reasons many beginners expect. It's not just about learning software. It's about learning how to think like a visual creator. When you combine creativity, storytelling, and technical skills, you become much harder to replace. And that's what the future of the industry actually rewards. If you want to learn the real strategy behind building a career in 3D, not just tutorials, make sure you subscribe. On this channel, we talk about how the 3D industry actually works, the skills that stay valuable long-term, and how artists can grow faster in a changing industry. And in the next video, we're going to talk about the biggest mistake that quietly ruins most beginner 3D portfolios. Trust me, almost everyone makes it. I'll see you in the next one.